how to make a simple scrub cap.
Hi guys, Dr. Lili here with my Pocket Pediatrician, and today we are going to make a very simple scrub hat. This is similar to a lot of surgical scrub hats that people wear in the OR. It is not a great hat if you have a lot of hair. You can make it reversible, so I'm going to show you that option as well, or you can just do contrasting colors if you like. So this hat is super quick, super easy, uses very few materials, and let's get started.
So this hat takes about 1/4 yard per hat. I need a strip of fabric that is about 8 inches or 8.5 inches wide by 25 inches long. I need one 8-inch circle, and then I need two 7-inch ties. So on the first step, what I'm going to do is use my 100% cotton that's already been washed, dried, and ironed. I'm going to fold it in half. This is 44 inch wide. So I'm starting by cutting out the 1 1/4 inch strip to make my ties. And this is going to make more than I need, but I'll save the rest for later. I cut out one 8-inch circle, and now I've got my top on the fold, and I'm just going to cut out my 25-inch strip there. So to start, I'm just going to go ahead and make my two 7-inch ties. This is a bias tape maker that was made on a 3D printer somebody gave me. I'm just running my 1 1/4 inch strip through there. It folds it over for me, and then I'm just stitching a straight stitch along it. You can also fold it with an iron, or you can purchase pre-made bias tape. Now what I'm going to do is just cut that into 7-inch strips. I'm going to make extra so that I can use them in my future hats. I'm going to be making more hats later, so this is just a little bit more efficient use of my time. Now I only need one side of each tie to have a finished edge. If you want, you can just tie a little tiny knot, or you can fold it over and you can stitch the ends. If you have the selvages, which are the ends of the fabric, you don't have to finish those edges, but you just don't want these to start fraying up on your healthcare workers and get fuzzy when they use them over and over. Step 3, we're going to fold our long 25-inch strip in half with the right sides together, and I'm just placing one tie on each end of it. I'm putting the unfinished edge of the tie into the fold, and I'm just going to do a simple straight stitch up and down where I'm catching that tie in the top crease of my fabric while I do a regular straight stitch up and down on the edges. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And now I'm just going to turn it right side out and press the edges flat. Now what I need to do is sew the rough edges of that long strip of fabric around the circumference of the entire 8-inch circle there. So I'm just going to take it, it doesn't matter which side goes on, but you want the rough edges on the outside. Put your right sides together and sew that strip onto the circumference of the full hat. Again, just using a straight stitch, simple and easy. Now you can turn your hat right side out. It is ready to wear. This hat is a great model for men or for women with short hair. Simple, quick, and easy. I like the flat band on the top of the forehead. And now if you're interested, we're going to learn how to make this hat reversible. So the reversible hat is pretty much identical to the first one, but you're going to cut two different 8-inch circles. You still have one 25-inch strip and the two ties. This time you're going to start by sewing one of your circles to the edge of that 25-inch strip. Put your right sides together and sew it around the circumference just like you did in the last time, except this time your strip has not had anything done to it yet. Now you're going to take your other circle and sew it along the opposite long side of that rectangle again. Right sides together. I'm leaving about 1/2 inch of my fabric unsewn at the end of each rectangle, so I basically have a little bit of a loose edge that I can work with when I get to the next step. Now on step 4, I'm going to turn my hat pouch right side out. So now it's kind of like a little inside out purse. I'm going to turn it right side out. And on that raw strip there, I'm going to find the midline of it. And then I'm just going to grab my tie. And like before, I'm going to put it right in the center. I'm going to stitch just like I did on the other one, catching the tie towards the right sides. So I've got my tie in the middle. I've got my right sides together, and I'm just going to sew that strip going all the way up towards the circle. When I'm done with that stitching, I can grab my tie and just kind of grab it to pull it right side out. And now I'm going to grab my other raw edge and do the exact same thing. So I've got the right sides together, I'm finding my middle, I'm putting my tie in there, putting the right sides together, and I'm just going to stitch right along there using that little bit of extra wiggle room I gave myself. Now I can reach in, grab my tie, use it to pull it out. And now I might have a little bit of an unfinished edge, so I'm just going to tuck and sew anything that's unfinished around the back edge of the cap here, just making sure that I don't have any raw edges exposed and that my cap is fully sewn all the way around. And now I have my fully reversible cap. You can press it if you like, and you can see it can be worn either way. Now, after watching a lot of tutorials on making caps, everyone seems to love this idea of reversible caps. If you want to have two different colors in your cap, you could just do a contrasting circle to your band, and it doesn't take any extra work. But nobody is going to stop in the middle of their shift and say, ooh, outfit change, and switch over to another side. And you can get the same effect by just making the simple one I did in the first tutorial with two different colors if that's what you're looking for.
Thanks for watching, guys. This is one of the series that I'm doing of different scrub hat styles that people can make. I actually have 4 different styles, and there's one video that compares and contrasts all 4 of them. And if you go to that video, there's actually a contest I'm doing where I want people to vote for which style they like the best. And if they go to the comments of that video by May 15th and put a comment in, on May 15th, I'll pick one of the commenters at random, and I will actually mail them all 4 of these styles of hats for free, and they get to try them out for themselves. So make sure you go over there and comment on that before May 15th, 2020. Also, take a look at the other styles, see what you like. And this is Dr. Lily with My Pocket Pediatrician. Thanks for stopping by.
When the doctor says my child has a condition, I'll learn more at My Pocket Pediatrician.